Well, I would like to say, I guess it's appropriate for me to say good morning more than anything else, but then again, I don't know where a lot of you guys and gals are, so.
Yes, good morning. Hello, everyone.
Hey, for all of you guys and gals that are with us today, first of all, thanks so much for joining us. And for those of you that haven't had the opportunity to meet Jen yet or hear about her accomplishments, now watch, I'm going to embarrass the heck out of her, all right? Jen has been with our company for a couple of years now, and she comes from an extraordinary sales background. And actually, it was 2.5 years ago, I went on a hunt. I said, I want to find somebody that has amazing sales skills and all the natural talents and all those kind of things. Yeah, I'm embarrassing her already. And I want to bring that gal or guy in, and I don't care if they have any automotive experience. I'm just looking for somebody that really understands people. And we discovered Jen. And Doris and I, Doris Barnes, who many of you know, and I actually got involved with the interview process, and we thought, you know, this is a gal that can help a lot of people in a lot of different ways. And she came aboard our company, and ever since then, she's been changing the lives of a lot of people. She's participated in a lot of our seminars with us. She is now actually heading up the master's course. I mean, she's carrying the lion's share of that Doris carried, and she's just doing an amazing job. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool? Doris has got a busy schedule, and Doris, the plan was actually for Doris to be here today and Jen to be here today, and Doris was going to be introducing Jen to you, but Doris came down with a little bit of an illness this morning, and God bless her, she's not able to join us. So I'm stepping in to fill her role, and wanted to take a moment to introduce you to Jen. So this is my friend Jen that we're blessed to have work with us as part of this company.
Yeah, well, thank you. I'm excited to be here, everyone. Thank you so much.
Great to see you, Jen. Great to see you. Okay, so let's, guys and gals, I'm sure that you're ready to get started, and I am as well. So let's do that. Jen.
Jen. Well, thanks everyone for being here. I know, and Bob knows, that your time is very, very valuable. So I appreciate y'all being here in a timely fashion. I know you're going to love what we have to share. And I also wanted to just thank you and all of you guys here for everything that you do to make this industry a better place.
And what a great message, Jen. What a great message. Yeah, great message. I certainly agree with her on that one. Our objectives. So let's talk about what we're looking to accomplish with you today. One of the things that we want to do, this is not a sales course. It's not a course that's going to teach you how to communicate better with a customer in order to drive up your ARO. It's designed for you as a shop owner to learn some of the things that you need to be doing in order to increase your ARO. Now, we know that a lot of you come from different levels of experience. A lot of you really got it done with science, and some of you may not. So for a lot of you, this is going to be elementary. But for those of you that really do have an understanding of AROs and business and all those things, Jen and I decided we're going to look at this as sort of a refresher for you, a reminder of the things that you're probably already doing. So what is our objective? We want to help you maximize your efficiencies on every single vehicle that comes in. We certainly want to do that. And we want to help you keep your techs busy, not just busy, but productive as well. So those are a couple of the things that we're looking to accomplish.
Right, of course. Save on advertising, you know, more greater efficiencies, mean less cars that need to come in, and we're going to help you in that aspect save on those expensive advertising budgets, as well as improve your average repair order, profits, and customer satisfaction overall.
Yeah, good points, Jen, good points, and I'm certainly sold on that. So these are the things that we're looking to accomplish with you guys and gals today. And how about for the guys and gals that might be new to us, Jen?
Absolutely. So who we are a company that will never put money ahead of people. And that's honestly a philosophy that we live by here at Elite. It's instilled in all of our Elite family and staff, and it's reflected in every piece of advice we would give any client of ours.
Yeah, another great statement by Jen. So I certainly agree with her. And what we do, how do we help guys and gals with their business as well? Like it says on the screen. We help, we are a company, frankly, that takes shop owners just like each and every one of you right to the top, and we do it in the most professional, ethical, and affordable way. This is the mission that we are on with each and every one of you. So let's talk about how you can best benefit from what we're going to cover today.
Yes, please keep an open mind. I know that you guys being here today, you all have open minds for learning, but there might be some new information, new tips that could be new for you guys. So keep an open mind, let those ideas, just reflect on them, and please promise us that. Please make sure you are not interrupted during this presentation. We would love your undivided attention. I know you're going to love what we have to share. And make a commitment to follow through on what you learn. Please take notes if you feel applicable, and make a commitment to apply everything we're sharing today.
There you go. We're looking for you to get the best bang out of your buck for the time that you're investing with us today. Okay, I'm ready to get going, Jen, if you are. You're ready to get started?
Absolutely.
Okay, guys and gals, we put a lot of thought into this, and we thought, gee, what are we going to do in a limited amount of time that we have to help you guys where are we going to go with this? So we thought, let's put first things first, right, Jen?
Yes, hiring the right people. This is applicable to everyone in the shop. I mean, this trickles down to the advisors, technicians, office staff, folks who answer your phone. We want to make sure that you guys have the right guys and gals in the right seat. So getting better at doing this, finding those natural talents, people who have the right drive, ready to succeed, of course, wonderful ethics, amazing attitude, aptitude to get the job done. That'll be better for your shop as a whole.
Yeah, what a great message, huh? I'm sure you'll all agree with her. And one of the things that we've learned over the years, and I'm sure that y'all can relate to this, and I know that in Jen and her role that she's seen this who knows how many times, if you got the wrong guys or gals in the seat, I don't care what you do with training, I don't care what you do with policies and procedures and everything else, you're going to struggle. You really are. The argument says you can lead a horse in water, you can't make them drink. There's only so many things you can do. The argument says you can't teach a pig to fly, you know. There's some things that you just can't do. So you got to make sure that you have the guys and gals on your company, in your company, that have the right stuff. You got to have the guys and gals that have the ambition, that have the attitude, the right attitude, the go-getter attitude, the I care about customers attitude. They have to have the aptitude, the brain cells, right, Jen?
Absolutely.
To learn and learn how to do what they need to do to properly inspect automobiles and to properly sell. And darn it, they got to have the ethics as well. So first things first, I'm going to encourage all of you to take a good hard look at the people that you have working with you. And if you're not getting the results that you need to get out of your company, whatever that means, whatever part of that company that is that you're looking at, one of the things you might want to bear in mind is what we at Elite refer to as the 4 T's of managing people. The first T is train. If you don't get the results that you're looking for out of your guys and gals, consider it, or you're providing them with the proper training. If you train them and you're not getting the results that you need to get, then you got to go to the second T, which is transfer them. That means do you have a place in your company where you can transfer them? Maybe you have a lead advisor, as an example, that's not doing what he or she needs to do. Then you say to yourself, well, gee, he's a good guy, or she's a good guy or good cannon loader, but they're not a good frontline advisor. So maybe you move them into a support position, or maybe you have a tech that really isn't your diagnostic guy. Then you move him to a different position. So the first T is to train. The second T is to transfer. The third T, if you're not getting the results that you're looking for, if you trained, if you can't transfer, if you have transferred and it doesn't work, is to either tolerate, and the last T is to terminate. So bottom line is make sure that you got the right guys and gals in your company. If you don't, then we don't care what you do with training or anything else, it just isn't going to work.
Right, right. And to Bob's point, I've seen that quite a bit at seminars. Some people, they just don't have that talent, and that's a tough place. They can try and try and try. That's a tough spot to be in.
Yeah, there you go. So listen again. So if you get the guys and gals, if I'm understanding it clearly, Jen, if you get the guys and gals into the sales courses that you do, and if they don't have the natural people talent, if they don't enjoy engaging people, then no matter what you do to try to train them, and these are the words that you use, they just can't effectively use it.
Correct.
Safe to say?
Safe to say.
Okay, good, guys and gals. So rule number 1, make sure that you got the right guys and gals in your company doing the right job. That's part of the rule. Take a look at rule number 2. It says inspect every vehicle every time and ensure all of the employees are sold on the reasoning. Now, here's what we're talking about here. See all these gray hairs? Can you see these? They all came from different places. Laugh at me, Jen. Thanks to other people, too. They all came from different places. So one of the places I get a lot of gray hairs is when a business owner tells me, well, darn it, Cooper, you know, the one thing that I can't get my techs to do, I can't get them to inspect the vehicle. And I pull my hair out and I go, how could that be? That's sort of like saying I can't get my guys or gals to not swear, or I can't get my guys and gals to not do drugs. I mean, like, what is it about the 4 T's that they don't understand? If you give that guy 3 strikes and you're out, this is how you inspect automobiles. This is how you sell. This is how you engage your customers. So when it comes to vehicles, every single vehicle, every one that comes into your business needs to be inspected. The question is, to what degree? So as an example, first-time customer, never been to your facility in the past, you'll do a thorough, comprehensive inspection bumper to bumper. As an example, you got to make these decisions, not me. You got to make these decisions. If a customer came to your shop and then they had a thorough inspection and then he came back a week later to do a remaining service done or an outstanding service, then maybe you're going to do a B-level inspection, which is going to be a courtesy inspection in this example. Maybe you're going to offer something like a pre-purchase inspection package that you're going to sell to customers. So we're strong supporters that you need to have different levels of inspections for different needs. And then you need to tell all of your guys and gals, you need to sit down with them and have a company meeting and let them know these are the different levels of inspections that we're going to offer. This is what's included in each one. And this is, now here comes the important part. Here is why we're going to do it. Don't talk about money. Don't talk about auto parts. Talk about people. Because if you got the right guys and gals working in your company, they will understand the importance of doing the right thing for the right reasons for your customers. Express to them how this is what the customer is entitled to. They need to know that. All these records need to be kept. If the customer comes back a month or a week later and has a problem, you'll be able to show them exactly what was discovered. They do it in medicine, they do it in law, they do it in every other kind of discoverable business. You need to do it in your business as well.
Absolutely. Great message.
Every single time, guys and gals. And by the way, I know that this is going to sound like a cheap, shameless plug, but a dear friend of mine, a fellow that I've known for 1,000 years, Scott Osborne, he's referred to as Oz. He owns a company called Repair Shop Solutions, and he offers an online inspection service where your techs can actually log in, pick and choose, and customize different kind of inspections. And the cool thing about that is it allows you to not only keep all of that data, all the inspection results online, but allows you to actually compare it and do a comparative analysis to your different techs and different periods as well. So it's a really cool service, and it costs like next to nothing. It's very affordable. So the name of that company is Repair Shop Solutions. So rule number 1, hire the right people. Rule number 2, make sure that you inspect every vehicle every time, and make sure that your guys and gals know why you need to do that. How about rule number 3, Jen? Could we change gears here a little bit and get into that one?
Yes, absolutely. So rule number 3 is provide every single customer with a full disclosure and ensure all employees are sold on this reasoning. Very, very critical. I want to make sure that all your staff and clients are on the same page. So just like Bob was saying, reasoning is important. People need to know why. So make sure your staff on board, knowing that if a full disclosure isn't given with every single customer, that could potentially damage your brand, it could damage your reputation, it could damage your customer satisfaction if you're not telling them everything. So with that said, customers need to know reasoning as well. All customers need to know what's in it for them. So if your staff, can articulate and tell everything on this inspection that's needed, your customers are going to be put at ease. They're going to know that they're dealing with the right people and the right shop. And it's a thorough and professional thing to do. So this must be done every time. Obviously, it's an opportunity for your shop, but most importantly, it's the right thing to do. It's the ethical thing to do. And you can articulate that to your customers as well.
Yeah, what a great message. How could you disagree with Jen on that one, right? How could you disagree with your guys and gals? Look, if somebody brings in, I'm Bob Cooper, I bring my car into your shop and you inspect it. You have a responsibility. It's my automobile. It's my dollars and cents. It's my family. It's my well-being that's at stake, more so than yours. So you have an ethic responsibility to let me know what you discovered. If you don't, and if I get down the road and something else happens and somebody else looks at the car, then like Jen said so well, your brand now is just irreparably damaged. And that's not good. Or what happens if my car fails? So all of these reasons that advisors use for not disclosing are worthless. When they say, as an example, well, we don't want to scare away the customer, the first-time customer. We don't want to scare them away. Oh, come on. That's silly. You know what that is? That's fear. That's fear of the inability to know how to communicate with a customer, to disclose them in a way that doesn't scare them away, but helps them understand that they're dealing with the right people. So you need to sit down with your guys and gals, and we're going to encourage all of you to sit down with your guys and gals if you haven't already done it, and have a really good heart-to-heart with them about what we refer to at Elite as full disclosure. This is what you need to do. And this is another one of those 3 strikes, you're out. If you have an advisor or advisors that aren't fully disclosing everything to the customer, then you need to have a chat with them. And if they break that law once, if they break it twice, if they break it 3 times, you need to possibly tell yourself, you know what, this guy needs to be out of my company because he doesn't believe in policies or procedures or the ethics of treating people in the right way. So we're really a big supporter on this one, and I hope that this one makes sense to you as well. Now, how about rule number 4?
Yes,
Jen?
Perform regularly scheduled repair order reviews. This is huge. I would recommend that you sit down with your advisors 2 to 3 times per week, regularly. Not wait till the end of the week. There's so much that could take place in a regular work week. But sit down with them, actually pull a few ROs and have a discussion. You guys are going to analyze these. So offer praise when well-deserved, chat with your advisor, and learn from them. What went well in this scenario? And on the flip side, do the same thing. You know, what can we do better next time to make sure the customer and the shop win?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Jen. Yeah.
So do these regularly. I would also recommend doing these with your tech. Also pull some inspection reports. Do the same thing. Was it a thorough inspection? Ethically, follow the right lines, and have these discussions. It helps your customers, or your staff become more subjective. Great learning tool.
Yeah, there you go, guys. Look, you heard it from a gal that works with some of the top advisors in America that she's trained. So this stuff works. So if you're an advisor, if I'm your advisor and if I'm Bob Cooper, and if I go out there and if I hit a home run, if there's a really difficult customer that comes in, and he was a price shopper on the phone, very difficult customer that came in, and I turned him into a really great sale and a songbird as well. And you know what? If that customer walks out that door, and don't lose this one, if that customer walks out that door and nobody hears about that success of mine other than me and the customer, it really isn't a success. This is called the world. This is the way the world really is. If you want that success to continue on with me as your advisor, then you need to find a way to reward that positive performance of me. That's your job as a business owner or a general manager to sit down with me and give me the accolades and let me know that I hit a home run. Any behavior that continues is being rewarded. So like Jen says, look at the great opportunity you have to sit down with your advisors and do a review. And like the lady says, if you wait until the end of the week and you're reviewing repair orders from Monday or Tuesday, they can't remember what they were doing yesterday with the customer, let alone a week ago. It's just too distant. And again, it's like training puppy dogs. The closer you the closer you reward the positive performance to the performance, the more successful you're going to be. So here's Jen, and Jen's my advisor, and it's at the end of the day. We're only going to take 10 minutes to go through this exercise, and I'm going to sit down with her, and I'll have 3 or 4 repair orders from the past couple of days, and I'll just do a little bit of a role play and watch how easy this is. Hey, Jen, I couldn't help but notice it looks like we got Mr. Barnes here that came in the other day. Looks like he brought in a Camry. Looks like he came in for an oil service, and looks like he discovered he needed some maintenance. Also needed a couple tires that he invested in as well. Boy, you did an amazing job there, huh?
No, thanks. Yeah, first-time customer.
Yeah.
Got along really well. It was a great conversation. He was really happy.
Oh, awesome. Now, talk to me. Tell me more about how this all came about. Now, I'm going to put you on pause. I know that we have a little limited amount of time. The reason that I'm asking her to tell me more about how this all happened is I want her to relive that experience with that customer. Because when she starts telling me that story, well, he struggled on the phone, and he came in, and I did this and did that, now she's starting to remember all the specific behaviors, everything that she did and everything the customer did. It's going to make her feel really good about herself. It's sort of like going to a really good movie the second time. She's going to really enjoy hearing that again. She's going to sort of bask in that. And at the same time, it's going to help her become repetitive in that kind of behavior. This is a big win. This is something you get. And it shows her that it's important to me. The fact that she was able to do that shows, the fact that I'm able to sit down and do that with her shows that it's important to me. Now, when we get to another repair order where it was a little bit of a struggle, hey, Jen, I couldn't help but notice, now here's another customer that came in actually 2 days ago. Looks like he brought it in for an oil service, and looks like he discovered that he needed some other work as well, and looks like he decided to pass on it. What do you happen to recall what happened there?
Yeah, he was a big time crunch. Had to go pick up the kids, and we just, he didn't want to get it all done.
No time, huh? Well, Jen, if we had to do this again, what do you think we might be able to do differently in the future to save these kind of sales?
I probably could have asked him some more questions, at least offered him, a rental car, see where he needed to be, and work around that, I suppose.
No, that's a good call. That's a good thought on your part. So you're saying like a rental car service? Yeah,
give him more wiggle room so we could get that done.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. I love that idea. So now what I'm doing is I'm drawing even if I know what they are, I'm drawing the idea out of her, because once it comes out of her, she now has ownership in it. It's now her idea, not my idea. Secondly, the next time we do a review and there's a customer that says they didn't have time, she's sort of on the spot. God bless her. She's going to have to say that she offered him a rental car because she knows she's the gal that already volunteered that as a workaround. So now she's got to live by that rule since she applied that rule. So guys and gals, like Jen says so well, you got to do these reviews and you got to do them on a regular basis. Watch what happens to your CSI scores. Watch what happens to your AROs if you do the things that we're asking you to do. It works really. It's just that simple. Rule number 5, it says one of the things that we always need to do every single time is ensure all your employees are properly trained. Your technicians, your advisors, all of these guys and gals, they need to be properly trained. And, when it comes to training, and I know that this is going to sound self-serving, so please don't read that into this. it doesn't matter to us. We would love to be the company that you choose for training, but you've got to find a company that you feel has the abilities, the culture, and the ethics that match yours. And once you find that company, you got to grab onto them, you got to hold on to them, and you got to go to them for training. And the reason that I say that is with all the seminars and webinars that we do, and we actually do more than all the other companies combined. We train more advisors than all the other companies combined. The one thing that I can tell you that really frustrates me is when I hear these advisors that go to all these different courses, and I say to myself, you know what, they're getting all these different mixed messages. They're learning how to sell this way over here, that way, how to sell over here, this way over here, that way over there. And it's like, whoa, do they do that at McDonald's? I bet you they don't. You go to the In-N-Out burgers, they have one way that they do it, and they constantly refine it. They don't keep looking for new ways to make a hamburger. It doesn't work in sales either. You got to find a company that shares your culture, and then what you need to do is you need to go to them, and you need to keep sharp. With that said, one of the other services that's worth a mention, actually, now's the right time, I guess, for me to mention this to you guys and gals. We're now rolling out an all-new service. It's an online training service, and it's called ProTrack. It's surprisingly affordable. It's actually less than $165 a month, and you'll have the opportunity to have your shop, not just an advisor, but your shop on an online web meeting twice a month with Jen. It's an amazing service. So I'm not here to sell you on that service at this point. We're here to help you with your AROs. But if you would like to learn more about that service, all that you'll need to do is reach out to us. Ask for Jen. She'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have for us about ProTrack. It's just that easy. So rule number 5, make sure that all of your guys and gals, your advisors, all of your techs are properly trained. When it comes to the techs, you got to make that decision how many hours of training they need a year. When it comes to the advisors, they need to have at least 1 day, 8 hours of training every year. And I would encourage all of you to make that a commitment to your company, or whatever you want to call it, a policy, that if they don't have the 8 hours of training every year, something happens. They're docked in pay, something happens. Sort of like doctors and lawyers with ongoing continuing education, same needs to be true with your professionals as well.
Mm-hmm. We all need it.
Amen. We all need a tune-up, right, Jen? We all need it. We all need it. So, Jen, let's talk about the next steps. What do these guys and gals need to do as they move forward now?
Absolutely. Please apply what you learned today. Go back and make these changes, and I'm sure you guys will start seeing results. Oh, and for all of you guys that might be shop owners, managers, we actually have a wonderful business development course coming up in Kansas City. It's actually next month, and it's called Fly with the Eagles. You can meet superstar coaches, industry leaders. It's phenomenal. Just wanted to mention that.
Amen. And it's going to be in Kansas City, so it's commutable for all of you. It's an AMI course. If you'd like to learn more about it, you can certainly go online. A lot of information about that course online. You can also pick and choose the dates that you'd like to come. Mm-hmm. Different subjects, different dates. Recruiting one day, marketing the next day, managing people the next day, financial management. I think you'll really enjoy the course. Our phone number, 800-204-3548. And again, if you'd like to learn more about this all-new, brand-new online service advisor sales training service that we have, it's called ProTrack. All that you'll need to do is call our office, 800-204-3548. Ask for Jen. She'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have about the service. I think that you'll be very, very, very surprised at how affordable, how effective, and how powerful it could be in helping you in building your business.
Absolutely. So thanks, everyone. We appreciate you joining us. It's been a pleasure. I'm glad I could be here. Thank you, Bob.
Jen, it's all my pleasure, man. It's actually great to have you a part of our company and great to have you present this webinar with me. And again, for all of you that haven't met this gal in the past, this is the gal that has this reputation now that's just going across the country with our master's course. So not to embarrass you, Jen, but I think that these guys need to know that you're doing an amazing job. So thanks so much for being a part of our brand.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us. Look forward to hearing from you. Give us a call. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.